Hey guys, welcome back to the DIY remodel show. Today we're going to be fixing this. As you can see, the posts for this deck were constructed at an angle. So we're going to beef those up to 4x6s and straighten it out, pour new piers. And then we're also going to repurpose these 4x4s for the lean-to overhang that's beyond the deck there. And we're going to reinforce those as well, pour new piers for those beams too. So I'll take you guys through it step by step. We're going to start today with dropping a plumb bob down for our new pier location, digging out for the piers and pouring the piers with the sonotubes and the brackets, and that way it can set up over the weekend so we can construct on it next week. I'm gonna hold this where it needs to be up there, and then once we get it stabilized, just do like a little circle. Okay, so you'll want to keep your plumb bob out, because after we dig our holes for the footing for the piers, and after we pour the piers, we're going to want to hold the plumb bob up there again and make sure that we center our sonotube and we center our bracket all in line where the post is going to go. So here in Washington State, we want to be a foot down for our footing. That gets us below the frost line. So we're going to dig like a 1.5 foot deep hole, and then we can pour our footing below the frost line. So if it freezes, which it rarely does, but if it does, it doesn't jack everything up out of the air. It doesn't jack everything up out of the ground. What are words? Jack it up out of the air. We're mixing in a little bit of Quikrete. It is kind of chilly out, so that way it sets up fast enough so we can pour our pier on top today as well. We're going to pour our second footing. I'll take you guys in step by step. So first off, we dug a hole that was a little bigger than our 12x12 size for our footing, and then I cleared out all the loose gravel at the bottom the best I could, or dirt and gravel. That way there's you have solid earth below where the footing is going to go. So we're going to set that up. We're going to place some rebar in the center to connect our sonotubes for our piers, and let that set up a little bit before we do that. So I'll show you guys a close-up, and let's get right into it. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, it's dumped like half of it. That's good. That's good. Hey guys, if you're enjoying the content so far, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow, and I appreciate it. So we are using high strength concrete, but however I am mixing in a little bit of Quikrete. You don't want to use all Quikrete because it's not as strong, but by mixing in a little bit, it's going to help it set up a little faster. It's about 50 degrees out, so we want that concrete to set up enough that we can pour the pier on top of it today and have that set up over the weekend. there? Yeah. Let's go for about half. Okay. Yeah, let's go wash that out. Plumber. Yeah. Okay, we got our Piers poured. This is our first one. And our second. And our third. And our fourth. Okay guys, now we're going to be setting up our piers, and I'll show you here what's going on. So we have our footing poured, and we have our rebar sticking out centered for where our sonotube is going to go. We're going to be running 8-inch sonotubes here. So this concrete is set up enough now that we can run our sonotubes and they're not going to sink. And then we'll let it all set up over the weekend, and then we'll come back on Monday and we can start building. Here's our next one. This one's set up too. Okay, so now we're gonna cut our sonotube down. We're gonna be measuring off the concrete and determining how high we want the top of the sonotube off of our topsoil here. It's important that you don't go too low because you don't want water and dirt to go over your sonotube or over your pier block and start corroding the base of the post or the bracket. So you kind of want that high enough that water can drain off of it. These ones I'm going to run about so they're flush with the curb here. Okay, now that we have all our piers set up, I'm going to lightly backfill everything. I'm not going to tamp anything today. And then we're going to double check that all our sonotubes are plumb. Double check our brackets. Make sure all the brackets are square to the house or whatever you're building. They're square to what they need to be square to. I'm not running a string line on this because we're just going off of the structure that was here. So I have no idea how straight that is to the house, and it doesn't matter to me. All that matters to me is that I'm centered and plumb with where I need to be on the existing structure.